Joining us for our Monday segment of In the Know is Tony Walton and Alana O'Hare. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you all are from the Peoria, sorry about that, Illinois Central College's Fashion Club, and you're preparing for Peoria Fashion Week.
Yes.
There we go. So can you all tell me a little bit about how you all met? Because I think that is so cool.
So we did meet through club. So I started club, I think, 2 years ago, and Tony joined us this last year as a designer for our fashion show that we do with our club. So we've known each other for probably at least a year now.
Yeah, it was like a year or two because we had a class together before
Yeah,
that.
we also had a class together before that. It was a fun class.
And you all connected over your love for fashion.
Yeah.
Yes, and design. It was just a really good way for us to get together and also kind of like let our creative energy combine and also be individual at the same time.
Yes. So what was your inspiration? And both of you can answer, like, why'd you want to get involved with the club?
So I wanted to get involved with the club. I take a lot of inspiration from like Korean fashion a lot, like the idol industry. And so I really like their different fashion designs, and I just took a lot of inspiration from that. I wanted to create something that was in my own twist of that.
Yes, I love that. Just putting your own unique flair on different things that you're inspired by. That's very cool. And how would you describe your connections to the club and just your overall fashion motto?
Well, the reason that I got into the club was I'm also an environmental science major, so I just kind of want to point that out because it kind of makes sense for where I get into the fashion. I do a lot of designs with out-of-the-box things. I've made outfits out of water bottles and candy wrappers and dresses out of just snack wrappers and stuff like that. Because I am kind of conscious about what I put out into the world and what I bring in, and I thought, there's something better to do with this than to just throw it away. They're such bright colors nowadays. I thought, why not make something bright and colorful with it and try to put it into something else that maybe is out of the box, but also to create a more sustainable way of reusing these things.
That is amazing. And what is creative clothing?
So creative clothing, in my perspective, is using out of the box things. I've seen these. I made this one recently. It's a car belt out of a seat belt. And but creative clothing is I made a dress out of water bottles. The skirt was the water bottles, and then I made a top out of water bottle caps. So creative clothing is kind of just whatever you can picture with your mind and think that you can have the capabilities of bringing it into reality, or even if you're maybe skeptical about your abilities to bring it into reality, stepping out of your own comfort zone and doing something with that mind of yours that is so creative and so one of a kind, just with the things that you like to do, is, I think, important for everyone.
That's so important. And I know the fashion world prepares every year for New York Fashion Week, but there's also a Peoria Fashion Week right here at home. So how are you all preparing for that?
I say it's been a very good experience so far. There are some challenges compared to just our little homely club, but all good challenges, I would say.
I think it's really pushed us out of our comfort zone to kind of do more than what we're used to, because when we make for our club, we have the whole span of the semester to prepare for it, and we also have 2 meetings a week in which we can prepare for it.
Oh, this is cool.
We also do with this Peoria Fashion Week, we have a little bit less time, and so we're able to kind of put more soul into what we're planning on doing.
That is amazing. And I know we talked a bit about the Oscars and what some people wore. You had a favorite that I think maybe some folks out there in Central Illinois might agree with what she had on too.
I don't know if she would be my favorite, just because I haven't seen all of the other fits. I wasn't watching the live stream or anything. I usually don't watch much live TV, but I did see Billie Eilish's outfit, and I thought she was pretty stunted in that one. She had the plaid. I thought she was giving a Scottish teacher vibe, and it was kind of, but it was fancy. So I thought it was a pretty good fit.
I love that. Did you see any Oscar outfits that really stood out to you?
No, not necessarily. I didn't really get a chance to catch on it. I was kind of working on other projects and stuff.
Yeah, no, completely understand. I know there was some chatter about some of the worst dress, but we'll get into that another time. Until then, thank you both so much for joining us.
Yes,
and
thank you for having us.
we'll be
We
right
appreciate
back.
it.